Hello everyone and welcome to Pammie Plus Parks. I'm Pammie, your plus size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Disney and Florida has to offer plus size people. And welcome to the fourth in a row live chat that we've done. This is the fourth week in a row that I've done a live chat on a Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm super glad you guys could join me. I see there's already some people here, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and get started. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about. I find it really amazing that I do have things to say every single week, and it seems like I don't ever have enough time to talk about all of it. Hey Heather, I'm going to go ahead and just jump in and get started. So one of the first things I told you guys I would talk about would be compression socks review. And if you're a member of Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group, I actually kind of talked about some compression socks that I got at Walmart. They're like regular black men's compression socks. I don't even know what the brand was. I just know that they were like 2 for $10. Hello everyone. I just want to say hi really quick to Heather, to Deborah, Ellen, and Karen. Thanks for joining me, guys. So I bought some more compression socks online, and I got them from Amazon, and you get like 6 pairs for like $30 with shipping and handling. And the name of the brand here, which is probably backwards, it's Z-U-O-G-E, Zouge. The packaging is actually really nice. They come packaged, each pair individually, in sort of like a Ziploc baggie. And they look to be really good quality. Hey Serena, I went ahead and I wore one pair for one day, like a regular work day, like I did with my other pair. And there's really not very much compression in those socks. Those are very light compression, if any at all. I found the top band to be really, really tight and hard to get up over my leg. And then once I got at the top, it seemed fine. It seemed like it would fit okay. But I didn't feel any real tightness or compression around my calves or my ankles or anything like that. And even though the top band was super, super tight, it slid down my leg during the course of the day and actually cut off the circulation around my calf. And the portion of the sock that sank down to my ankle was really tight around my ankle at that point and cut off the circulation of my ankle so bad that veins kind of popped out on either side of where it sort of pooled around my ankle. So this particular brand, although they look very professional and they're very affordable and they're packaged really nicely, they have not worked out for me. So I think I may just return those and go get some more of the cheap Walmart ones and then maybe try another brand down the line. I really want to get some in different colors. I want white, I want pink, I want purple, I want every color into the rainbow, I want polka dots and stripes, I want cool stuff. I want to like have cute, fashionable looking ones. But that brand is not going to work out for me. So I just wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to talk to you guys about Christopher Robin, the movie that's coming out tomorrow. That is kind of like the continuation of the Winnie the Pooh story, and I am like completely fascinated with the idea of this movie. I really want to go see it. Are any of you guys planning to go see it? I know some people are seeing it tonight because it's opening tonight in some places, and I'm wondering if any of you guys are planning to see it over the weekend or if you're excited about it. Kimberly says she can't wait. Karen can't wait to go see it. I know, I want to go see it. It looks really, really cute, but it also looks really, really sad. I don't know if I'm actually, oh, you're excited too, Ellen, awesome. I don't know if I'm actually going to go see it in a movie theater because Mark and I almost never go to see movies in a movie theater. When a Star Wars movie comes out or something Harry Potter related, we'll go see it. If it's a Disney princess movie type of thing, I'll go see it. But generally we don't go see stuff like that in the movie theater because people annoy us. Yeah, Kimberly, it's gonna make you cry. I'm sure of it. I mean, Mark's thing, like every time we see a commercial, he's like, man, I really want to see that, but it's gonna be really sad. I know it's gonna be sad. There's gonna be sad parts. And we love movies like that, but we also, I don't know, you just kind of, if you're gonna cry, you want to do it at home. I don't want to go and like, I know I'll probably like full on sobbing. Probably need to bring like a towel to cry into for that movie. I don't know, but it looks so neat. And I've been to the parks and I've seen the stuffed animals they have for the movie where they're sort of like aged looking. Hey, Sarah. Hey, young Anna. Thank you. You're sweet. And the animals, the stuffed animals they have look super, super, super cute. Hey, Tiger Lily. It's good to see you. Super, super cute stuffed animals for it. Some people don't like them because they say they look old, but they're designed after the stuffed animals in the movie, which are supposed to have aged over time as Christopher Robin grew up. So it makes sense that they look kind of a little bit ratty, but to me they look well loved. Hey, Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen, I'm gonna maybe wait until it comes out on like Hulu or Netflix or whatever to watch it. It is becoming outrageously expensive to see movies, for sure. I mean, you know, by the time you buy 2 tickets for adults and maybe you go get dinner and you have a cocktail or appetizer or dessert, maybe you get popcorn, you pay to valet the car because the parking lot's a mess and you don't want to go through it. The next thing you know, you've gone to the movies and dinner and you spent $200. That's crazy. That's another reason why Mark and I don't go to the movies a lot, because we've decided if we're going to spend our entertainment dollars, it would be on Disney stuff. So that's why it's very rare for us to go to the movies. Alan says he used to worry about crying in public, but then went to see Titanic with your friend who sat there crying for 15 minutes over the credits rolling, so you got over it. Yeah, I guess, you know, if you have a friend have a full-on meltdown, it'll kind of make you feel less weird about crying in the future. You guys know I feel really weird. Drinking water on camera seems so weird to me. Like, you guys are watching me drink water. That's crazy. That's so odd. I feel like I should, like, play water drinking music or something like that so you have something to entertain you while I drink the water. But if I don't drink the water, I'll start coughing and stuff. So yeah, that movie seems like it's going to be really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing it one way or the other, whether I see it in a movie theater or I see it at home. So, another thing that I wanted to cover with you guys are some milestones or some goals that are being met by the Pammie Plus Parks channel and the Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group. I'm utterly blown away by what's happened with the Pammie Plus Parks channel and the response I've gotten from people and the community that's sprung up. When I first started making the videos, I just did them to like just get some as a way to quickly get information to people without having to like retype it over and over again in the different Facebook groups. I could just go, hey, go look at this video. It would be easier to do. And that's really what it was for. It's just like a convenience for myself and other people. And I knew that the plus size community was definitely underserved when it comes to Disney fans, but I had no idea that there was such a, you know, like a desire to see a plus size person talking about plus size things at Disney. And I had no idea so many people would be so friendly and kind and wonderful as well. It's been really shocking to me. I thought maybe when I started the channel in August of 2017, I thought maybe I'd have 100 subscribers to the channel by maybe like June or whatever, like within from maybe a year. I thought it would maybe take a year and a half to get 100 subscribers. So when we reached 100 subscribers after just like a month or two, it was shocking. And so then I thought, okay, well maybe I'll have 1,000 subscribers for the channel by October of 2018. So when we reached that by May of 2018, I was shocked. I thought, okay, we'll have 2,000 subscribers by October 2018. And then we hit 2,000 like a month or so ago, month and a half ago, and I was completely, utterly shocked to my core. And now I am in disbelief and letting you know that we are less than 200 people. Oh my gosh, Sarah, thank you so much. You're welcome. You guys are doing this, and I'll explain how you guys are doing it. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, so much for that contribution. I really appreciate that super chat. We're like 180 some odd people from having 3,000 subscribers. I don't place any ads, you know? I don't do anything special to get the channel out there. So the people that are making the channel get out there are you. You're subscribing to it, you're sharing it with your friends, you're sharing links in your own social media, you're sharing them in different Facebook groups, you're getting out there and sharing this information because you know people need it. And I greatly appreciate you doing that, because that's what my goal is to get this information to people and have people be relaxed and calm and happy and enjoy their vacations and have confidence that they can try things, and that even if something doesn't work out for them at Disney and it's not a good fit for them, or they're not comfortable, or they don't want to do a ride, that they don't have to be miserable about it, that it's going to come out, the end result's going to be good, they're going to be happy, and they're going to have a great visit. So, you know, being able to share that magic with people and make people feel relaxed so they can concentrate on making happy memories, that is totally my goal, and you guys are making that happen. Every single video that you watch and share is one more video closer to making somebody else's vacation and trip like even more magical, and that's so fantastic. Hey, Sooner Girl. So, you know, thank you. I guess it was a few months ago I went ahead and I did the Facebook group, Pammie Plus Parks on Facebook, and I thought, you know, I'll kind of tell people about it on the channel and see if people want to join it, and I'm shocked that we have just surpassed 600 members of that group. Wow. That's 600 people. That's a community, and when somebody pops on there and asks a question, that's 600 people who have maybe been to Disney or have some information or have some ideas that they can share as a group, as a community, to help one another so that they can enjoy the prospect and the adventure of travel. Karen, I have a Facebook group called Pammie Plus Parks also. So if you go to Facebook and you type in their little search bar at the top, Pammie Plus Parks, you'll see the Facebook group pop up and you can go ahead and join that. One of the things about the Facebook group, congratulations to you too. You guys are making it happen, but thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're probably in there, Karen, yeah. So, you know, like, that's a fantastic resource for people who are planning their vacations. And there's stuff that I don't know about at Disney. Like, I don't have children, and I can't really answer questions about children. And I don't fly into Disney, so, or stay in the resorts because I live in Florida. It does, you know, if I do stay up there, I stay in a cheaper hotel. But you guys have a lot of information to share with people that I don't necessarily have, and I really appreciate that. And in speaking to that, I want to address something that happened today. Like, in all the months that I've had the YouTube channel, almost a year that I've had the YouTube channel up, and the several months that I've had the Facebook group up, I really haven't had to do much policing of content because everybody's been super kind and wonderful with one another, and the group members are amazing, and the subscribers are amazing. But I did have a couple of comments that I deleted on a question that someone posted today, and I kind of wanted to address that really quick because sometimes your tone of how you state things online doesn't come across the same way as it would if you were saying something to someone. So I have that opportunity to do that now. I'm going to do it. Someone posted a question in Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group about the about flying and like comfort while they're flying, and a couple of people responded with information about seatbelt extenders that you purchase yourself and bring on the plane. And I want to start off by saying right away that that's not illegal to do, but some of the things that were said in response to that or as part of that of their comments were things that I couldn't really get behind. Yeah, Sarah, I mean, yeah, but let me address it too. There's no way you guys would know this because how would you know? But for the last 3 months, I've been extensively researching seatbelt extender policies, rules, regulations, laws, everything you can imagine regarding seatbelt extenders. I've worked with the FAA, with 3 major airlines. I've contacted flight attendants themselves and asked them questions, and just have been really deeply researching everything you could possibly research. I've done a great deal of reading. I have talked to a lot of people, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails to kind of get to the bottom of it, because you hear a lot of misinformation about seatbelt extenders out there. I am going to do a video about it and go in depth about it, but I will just want to right here address why I removed the comments about bringing your own seatbelt extender on a plane. It is not illegal to bring a seatbelt extender on a plane. However, some airlines have policies where they don't want you to use your own seatbelt extender. They want you to use the one they have on the plane because that one has been approved by the FAA to be used on that particular plane, and it is inspected and tested on a regular basis by the FAA, and they're absolutely sure that you are going to be safe using that seatbelt extender. And in my research, and I will do more detail in a video later explaining this, I can tell you that the seatbelt extenders that consumers buy from places like eBay or Amazon, even though the company who is selling them or the individual who is selling them may provide documentation or may state that they are FAA approved, they are not. Because the FAA does not approve any consumer grade seatbelt extenders at all, under any circumstances. So if you're purchasing something that someone is telling you the FAA approves of, they either don't know what they're talking about, or they're misinformed themselves, or they are providing you with false information to get you to buy their product. So I don't condone or endorse bringing your own seatbelt extender on a plane, although it's not illegal. What I condone and what I approve and what I stand behind is you using the seatbelt extender that's on the plane. And I understand there are people who are so embarrassed about asking for one that they would rather bring their own. But I am trying to start Pammie Plus Parks, the Facebook group and the YouTube channel, to help people build their self-esteem and their confidence so that you aren't ashamed of your bodies and you aren't ashamed to ask for the things that you need to keep yourself safe and comfortable. There is no shame in your game. If you need something, you ask for it. Just like if you want to eat with chopsticks rather than with a fork and you're in a Japanese restaurant, you ask for it. You ask for what you want or need. And you're not ashamed of it. You go into a shoe store and you want a size 8 instead of a size 7. You're not ashamed to ask for that, right? Ask for the seatbelt extender if you need it. They're really nice about getting it to you. Yes, Sarah, people are very kind and discreet. The airlines are great about providing that to you, and it's provided to you free of charge. So take advantage of it. The other part about it that I did not like about one of the comments was that the person said that although some airlines don't allow you to use your own seatbelt extender, they sneak their seatbelt extender on and they hide it from a flight attendant. Now, anybody who writes any kind of comment where they encourage other members or YouTube subscribers to either break a policy, to break a law, to break a regulation, to break anything like that, whether it's a law or a company policy or anything, for an airline, for a train, for a boat, for a plane, for anything, for a hotel, for a resort, for a theme park. If anyone encourages people to hide things or sneak things or do things that are not totally above bar and that don't follow policy, rules, and regulations and laws, I am going to remove those sort of comments from my YouTube channel and from the Facebook group. That Facebook group and this channel have my name on it. I know I'm all about free speech, but that's got my name on it. And if you're saying things on there that I feel are not in the best interests of all of the people who are viewers or members or subscribers, I'm going to take control of that situation and I'm going to delete that comment because I feel responsible and I actually care about what happens to you guys. And I want to make sure that the information that I'm putting out there for you is in your best interest and is totally above board and is, I just want you to know that I have a sense of integrity, that I have empathy, I have care. I have nothing against the people who bring their own seatbelt extenders on planes. You are welcome to buy whatever you want. You are welcome to try whatever you want. If you want to try and bring it on a plane, and then that's fine. What I can't condone is someone sneaking things on planes. And I can't condone people who are ashamed. I'm not going to stand by that. I'm going to tell you, you guys, don't be ashamed. I'm going to try to boost you up and build up your self-confidence to where you don't feel ashamed. You know, let's be a community. Let's stand up, let's help each other, and let's support each other in feeling positive, and let's try to do the right thing and follow the rules and follow the regulations and follow policies. They're there for a certain reason. All right, thank you for indulging me in that little speech. Let me go back and see what I have for questions here. Eloise, good morning, good evening from London. Hello, I'm so glad you could join us. Oh, okay, awesome. So, hey, buddy. Kimberly says, I would much rather ask for an extender than get in trouble for sneaking something on. Right, because if you're bringing a seatbelt extender on a plane and you're sneaking it on and you're hiding it so that you don't call attention to yourself when you're asking for one, and then you get caught using it, it's going to be a big deal. They're going to make a big deal about it. So I kind of like, why not just ask for one? Because they're free and they have them on every plane, and just let them give you what they have. And don't be ashamed. Let's see, good words. People are saying it makes sense. Thank you, Matt. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I felt really worried about having to delete that comment, but I wanted to make sure that you understood why. Let's see. Karen says, I told my daughter that you have inspired me to do a family vlog. Yay! She's so happy. I always film them, but I have promised to be in the videos. Yes, I never want to be in pictures because of that shame factor. Karen, don't be ashamed. Let's see. My Schnook says, I feel so empowered when I watch your videos. You are empowered. You are. This is your life. You have control over it. You have control over how you are going to react to things. That's something that came up on the Disney Parks for Plus Size Guests thing earlier today. Somebody had written a comment about worrying about if they were going to get stared at because they were in shorts and a tank top and they're overweight. And, you know, a lot of people brought up a lot of great points. And the one that I brought up was like, and I've said it before, people are going to stare at you. Being stared at is not a fat people thing. Being stared at is a human being thing. There isn't a single person on this planet who hasn't had somebody stare at them because of what they look like, what they said, what they smell like, what they sound like, what they're wearing. Everybody gets stared at. If you're tall, you get stared at. If you're short, you get stared at. If you're fat, you get stared at. If you're ugly, you get stared at. If you're buck teeth, you get stared at. If you got a funny haircut, you get stared at. If you're wearing a weird color, you get stared at. You're wearing a revealing outfit, you get stared at. Everybody gets stared at. Everyone. And there's always somebody who's going to be giving you that side eye or ugh. There's always going to be somebody making a face, there's somebody out there for everyone to complain about and comment and be disgusted with or have their opinions about. Every single person on this planet has faced it. So do not feel like I'm a fat person and people are staring at me and I'm the only one and I feel left out. I feel isolated. You're not. Everybody gets stared at. Welcome to the club. You are a human being. We all face it. It's okay. And it's okay for people to look at you. There are times when I'm in Disney and I have people stare at me. They're like, I can see it on their face. They're like shocked. And I can tell they're from someplace where either they don't, because of their diet, their genetics, their culture, they just don't have fat people there or people my size. Or if they do, culturally it's not acceptable for that person to go out in public. So they've never seen someone my size. And they look at me and sometimes they stare in admiration like, wow, I can't believe she's actually walking around and doing things. I always thought people that fat laid on the ground and just dropped dead. You know, I don't know what they're thinking in their head, but I just smile back at them and go, hi, you know, have a nice day and live my life. I'm fine with that. I get that I might be very different to someone else. I might seem shocking or surprising or interesting to another person, and they may want to stare at me for a minute. And that's okay. You can look at me. I'm fine. People stare at the Mona Lisa too. Right? Maybe that's why they're staring at me. Let's see what we have for some comments here. Matt says, you're the best, Pammie. Totally agree. I feel weird reading those things out. Because then I'm like saying that I'm the best. That's where I feel self-conscious. Let's see. Where else? What else do we have here, guys? Sarah, I'm also 350 pounds. A big, beautiful, kind, and loving awesomeness. You are. You're not going to let anyone dull your shine. When they stare, you smile at them, and usually it disarms them. And that is so true. You're absolutely right. It does. Eloise, thank you so much. Thank you. Let me read what you said. Thank you so much for your channel. You're going to change things for younger girls who will hopefully gain confidence in their bodies and feel empowered, and for us older gals too. Eloise, that's one of the other things I want to talk about goals for this channel going forward. I want to tell you everything that I can tell you about Disney and share with you like the health and wellness stuff, like the compression socks and things that help me at Disney and just in life. But I also want to share with you, you know, I'm 48. I have lived some life. I have had my ups and downs. And in the end, I'm a pretty positive, happy person. And I feel like I have that to share with you. And it doesn't matter what your size is or what your age is. I have that to share with you. That's something I've got inside of me, that happiness, that bliss, that joy, that love of myself, that love of my fellow man, you know, human, woman, person. I have that in me, you know, and I want to share that with people, and I want to, I don't know, I just want other people to feel that way too. So I want you to come here and watch the Disney stuff and be really like super psyched as a fellow Disney fan, but I want you to stay even after you've gone on your trip to Disney, because I have more things to offer you. Maybe it's that you get to watch some more videos about Disney and like relive your own memories and kind of enjoy watching Disney stuff and get prepared for your next Disney trip. Or if it's because I'm offering you something that's like helping you in your day-to-day life and something that you can share with other members of your family, with your friends, regardless of their size. I want to reach that point where we aren't considering ourselves so much plus size people as just people, you know. Someday maybe we'll get there. People are larger for a number of different reasons. So many different reasons. Just like there are people who are thin for so many reasons, you know. It's not because we're lazy or we're stupid or we lack self-control or discipline or anything like that. It isn't because of that. We are what we are. We have to work with what we have. And while we're on this planet, we need to make the most of the lives that we possibly can. And somebody just made a massive contribution. Christine, are you kidding me? $49.99. Christine, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that amazing, massive super chat. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy, not just for the money, but for the fact that when people contribute money, money is hard to earn and it means a lot. And if you're giving it to me, you know that you're trusting me to like try to send out a good, positive message. And thank you for that trust and that confidence. Thank you, Chris. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, you guys. That's so amazing. Yes, Phasma needs gas. She does. Phasma needs gas to get back and forth to Disney. Chris, that is super fine. I love anything anybody contributes. That's amazing. Oh, Christine, thank you so much. You guys. Chris says, I'm 42 with a family and 420 pounds. You know, that kind of makes me think of something, Chris. When I was younger, my dad used to be like, no one's going to marry you because you're overweight. When you're fat, no one's going to hire you. You don't fit the corporate mold. Well, I don't fit any mold, really. Let's face it. You're never going to get anywhere in life. You're never going to make any money. You're never going to get married. You're never going to have friends. You're never going to fit in. And he was wrong about all of it. For a long time, I believed him. I believed that that was the case. Because I trusted my dad, and I trusted what he said. He's a pretty trustworthy guy. And I think he told me those things because he believed it himself. Because that is all he had ever seen and all he had ever known. And he was worried for me, his daughter. And so he told me that he was afraid for me. But he didn't know how to say that. So he just said, you're never going to get anywhere in life as a fat person. But I've gotten everywhere in life as a fat person. What is this? Chris said, I need this video. Barnstormer Nightmare was awful. Oh, you didn't like the Barnstormer? Tell us about that. I want to know. Well, Siobhan, my dad said it because he cared about me, and it was all he knew to say. Chris says, I've been up and down between 275 and 460. Yeah, we go up and down. I've gone up and down. I used to weigh almost 400 pounds. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? That's right, Christine, and there's nothing wrong with it. Sarah says, Barnstormer is a hard ride for even my thinner friends. It's a bit of a squeeze for sure. It can be, but it's also kind of bumpy. It's not that fun, but I guess it's a good first roller coaster for little kids. Eloise says, who's Phasma? I missed a video. Darn, holy cow, your dad sounds like my dad. To a T. They were wrong. They were wrong. I love my dad, but he was wrong. Phasma is my car. I leased a Kia Soul, and it's like a dark gray silver color, and so I thought, oh gosh, kind of reminds me of Phasma, Captain Phasma, so I named her Phasma. So that's who Phasma is. Phasma needs gas. Oh, you couldn't get on to Barnstormer and it didn't work? Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, I'm able to get on that ride, Barnstormer, and I always sit by myself. I could fit a really small child next to me, but I don't have any small children. So, but yeah, that's terrible, Chris. I'm sorry. And Alan says he couldn't get on Flight of Passage. Neither could I, Alan. Eloise, good night. I know it's 1:30 in the morning. Get some rest. Take care of that baby. I will try to keep shining. Yes, I will. And you can watch the rest tomorrow. All right. Good night, Eloise. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. Sleep tight. Take care of your sweet baby. Good night. Yeah, sometimes with the older rides, it can be a tighter fit, or a tough fit. I'm sorry that you weren't able to fit on that. It happens sometimes. I hope that it was you said it wasn't a good experience not fitting, and I'm sorry to hear that. Siobhan is going to Disney next week for the first time in 10 years. Amazing! It hurt. Like, did it hurt physically, Chris? Or was it emotionally hurting? Or both? I mean, can we help you through this? Can we talk you through it? Yes, Sarah says she has a friend who's a bodybuilder and in great shape and couldn't get on Flight of Passage. His calves were too big. Yeah, it happens to a lot of people for a lot of reasons. People of short stature, little people, people with very thick thighs or thick calves, people who are very tall. Man, a lot of different people could not fit on that ride, more than 20%. But the good news about Flight of Passage is that more than 80% of the people who try the ride can get on. So chances are very good that you will fit. You got to try. We need a like button on some of the comments. We do. I wish we did. Ah, there's Sharon. Welcome. You figured it out. You're making comments. Yay. Your husband will be going to Disney for the first time. Siobhan, that's amazing. I want to hear all about it. I want to hear what his favorite ride is. I want to know everything. Oh, you like the soundboard behind me? That's my husband's. Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Man, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could put a like button. Maybe just say like. I don't know. You find water rides like the barge at Universal tight. Have you gone to Cali River Rapids? I have not been on Cali River Rapids, and I promised you guys I would do it this summer, so I'm going to have to do it. I think I'm going to be doing a visit in August, the end of August or beginning of September, and I'll do it then. I've just been avoiding it like the plague because, man, I hate getting wet at a theme park. And I know I can bring a change of clothes. Okay, I know that. But I don't want to have to go into the ladies' room and be like, trying to change out of clothes in a little tiny... I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Okay, Cali River Rapids was doable for you, and you're 5'3" and 350. Sarah, tell me what you did, because I'm 350 and I'm 5'4", so I want to know what your tricks are. Pull the belt all the way out before you sit, okay? And did you strap it like on your upper thighs, like up underneath your belly? Because I have like a low hanging belly, and I'm thinking I need to strap it underneath it. Same here, I can't stand walking around with wet clothes. I can't do it. You would have to hold a thumbs up all through the chat for the likes. Yeah, you guys, am I supposed to do that? Like if you type like, I'm supposed to go every time you do it. That would be crazy. I'd be sitting here doing thumbs up the whole time. Okay, so you did do the whole thing where you belted the ride, or belted the, I can't talk tonight. Click the belt like right where your thighs are. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I have a friend who is like 6'2", and he, at the time that he rode it, was 400 pounds, and he said he was able to ride it, but he had wished he had buckled it under his belly at the top of his thighs. Heather says, one day it hit me. They were looking for us at being an interracial couple or both plus size. Obviously, we don't know the answer, so now we make it a game and make fun of it because, like you said, yeah, for the reasons that people stare. Yeah, who knows why they're staring at you? It could be because you're an interracial couple. It could be because, you know, like, I'm sure when they're staring at me and my husband, it's because they're like, how did he get that fabulously beautiful woman, right? That's probably why. Actually, I think the reason why a lot of people stare now, and I didn't realize this till people started coming up to me about it, when I let my hair go gray, which I don't know that you can really see it so much in these videos, but it's really silver. My hair is very, very silver, like a dark silver, and it's like a paler silver right at the whole front of my head's like much lighter. So it's kind of striking looking, and I actually had people taking pictures of me, and I like, at the park one time, and I was like, what are you doing? And the girl's like, I'm sorry, can I have some pictures of your hair? I want to show my colorist. And she was like in her 20s, and she wanted her hair to look like mine because she was into the gray hair. And I was like, she was like, who's your colorist? I'm like, Jesus, because it's real. But I think that might be why sometimes people are staring at me, is because of the hair, because they think it's pretty or something. Or, I don't know, maybe they think it's freaky. I don't know. Let's see. Can you sit alone on Cali River Rapids? My husband and I want to go, but I don't think we'll fit together. Well, my friend Benson went on it with his wife, who's also plus size, and the two of them, because the Cali River Rapids has pairs of seats on it, like there's 2 seats together in sections around the boat. And yes, they will, if you are a plus size person, let you ride by yourself. You know, make it easy on them and just say you're a party of one, and they're not going to stick someone next to you. Let's see. Heather says, people will stare at you no matter what. We don't let it bug us anymore because they get confused about why we are laughing. It's true. It's true. Sarah's husband is 6'5" and 360-ish, and he rode Cali with no issues. Gina says, the shirt stretching video really helped me. I used that trick this week. Thank you for sharing that. You're welcome. You know what's weird about that video is I meant it to be for plus size people, to be, especially women, to take a man's shirt and either make it larger or just like make room for your assets. Because men's shirts are so straight up and down in our bodies. Women's bodies are not. So I was trying to like help you stretch it to fit the areas of your body. And I really meant it for plus size women, but that video is the most popular video I have ever made. And kids watch it, men watch it, women watch it, people of every age, every size, they love it. So it must be, and the technique works really well. I guess it works well for everybody, no matter what. She likes that too, Gina, great. Thank you, Alan, thank you. My husband loves it too. He thinks it's super pretty. He likes it much better than when it was black. Let's see. Kimberly says, I'm 6'1" and my hubby is 5'9". He loves it when people stare. Yeah, they're probably staring at you guys because you're a very striking couple because you're both so tall. I'm so jealous of tall people. I wish I were tall. Oh, thank you, my schnook. Karen says, I lost audio. Is it just me? And Sarah says she has audio. So guys, just let me know if you're having any issues with audio, if there's something wrong with my mic or something. Lawrence says, one thing that drives me nuts is the turnstile at Carousel of Progress. It's way too small and also has small seats, but the trick is to shimmy into them. For Carousel of Progress, you don't have to go through that turnstile. There's only a few attractions at Magic Kingdom. It's the only park that has turnstiles still. And it's for the steam train at the Main Street Station Terminal, Carousel of Progress, the People Mover, and Country Bear Jamboree. So Carousel of Progress and Country Bear Jamboree are impossible for me to go through. They're impossible for a lot of people to go through. All I do is I either have one of my friends go in ahead of me and they just pop the exit door open and I go in, or I just grab a cast member on my way in to the theater for Country Bear Jamboree and just say, hey, can I go through the other way? And they look at me and they know, oh, okay, sure, come. Or they'll just wave me over because they can tell, honey, you're not gonna fit. They don't say that. They just wave me over and go, hey, come through this way, really discreetly. Excuse me. For Carousel of Progress, I just go up, I wave at the cast member, and I just sort of like point at the chain, and they either come over and unhook it, or they go, okay, and I unhook it myself and come around. You don't have to go through, squeeze yourself through a turnstile that you won't fit. For the steam train, I can get through that one. I just turn a little bit sideways and I get through, but they also have a handicap accessible gate that you can get through. So look for that. It's on the right hand side as you walk up towards the turnstile. Just go over to it and stand in front of it, and then wave at a cast member and they'll come let you in through. You don't even have to say anything. The turnstile at People Mover is massive. Like, I can have a huge bag with all my camera gear in it, and I can walk through it and not touch either side. So I'm thinking someone who weighs about 400 to 450 pounds would be able to breeze right through that. So it's a very comfortable turnstile. That one you don't have to worry about at all. But if you ever think you're not going to fit, just flag down a cast member. They have another way for you to get in, and they'll help you. Let's see. Oh, Christine's going to go. Going to see Christopher Robbins. Let us know. Go on Pammie Plus Parks. Go on the group page and tell us what you thought of that movie. No spoilers, though. You agreed. Have fun. Alan says, I wish I had a husband to ride with. Haha. Oh, I agree. I have to do the twist to get through that thing. Same for the Frozen sing-along at Studios. I have a video for Frozen sing-along at Hollywood Studios, if you haven't watched it. There is a special seat that is on the end of the J row, on either end of the J row. So that very last seat, the armrests pop open and give you a lot of extra room to sit comfortably. Oh, and I think one of the things that you're trying to talk about before about sitting comfortably in a theater seat is to sit on the edge of the seat and scoot back. That works in most of the theaters. I did recently find out that the theater, I haven't gone to see like the American Experience show in forever, and I did that a couple weekends ago, and I had no issue. I sat straight down in the chair with no problem. I didn't have to sit on the edge and scoot back. Any chair will do. They were all fine. But if you want extra room and you don't want to be like squeezed up against someone, you can sit on the very end. Every other row in that theater has a seat on the end that does not have an armrest. It has an open armrest. So they have tons of seating in there if you want that. And also Hall of Presidents, when they refurbed the attraction to add Trump to the attraction, they actually renovated the entire theater and changed the seats. And they are super roomy and super cushy, and you can sit down in any seat anywhere, and you don't need to do anything special at all. It's amazing. Let's see. Sarah says, I always go through the handicap gate. Yes, you can do that whenever there's a turnstile. Matt, thank you. Oh, Matt, thank you so much. I know you're getting ready for your trip. You should save every penny for that trip. I'm super excited for your trip. I actually did something really weird and stalkerish today, Matt. I like went through and I looked back to see when you were saying like how many days you had to like before you could put in for your fast passes, and I was like, okay, when is their trip? Because I'm excited because I want to see. I want you to post your pictures and your experiences of what's happening to you guys when you're there, because I need you guys to share your experiences as tall guys. As big, tall guys, because we have a lot of big guys that are tall in the group and definitely could use your input as a resource. Now, my husband is 5'10", but he like wears an extra large and sometimes an extra large, like a size 42 waistband. So he's a bigger guy, but he's not a really big guy. So, but I still love him anyhow. But yeah, he's amazing. He's wonderful. But like, I really want some input from somebody who's a bit taller and a bit bigger, so that people can really get a good idea of fit on rides. So if you guys can come back and share your pictures and experiences, I would love that, Matt. Alan says, I wonder if I could get a cast member to carry me through the handicap entrance on the rides. I don't think so. I don't think anybody is allowed to pick you up. In fact, I don't think they're allowed to assist you in getting on rides. I think you have to have a family member or companion do it. It's for insurance purposes. So I know you mean it as a joke, but like literally, I don't think they can do that. I know for a fact that the characters, whether they're costume characters or whether they're princesses, they are not allowed to pick up and hold children or babies. You have to hold your child, and then they can come and touch the child, but they can't actually pick them up or hold them for insurance reasons. I don't know. I'm such a nerd. I had to share that with you. Buddy says we are less than 30 days to our next Walt Disney World trip. Yes, this will be the first with Mom and Mary on scooters. I will try to get a video of our experience to post. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That'll be super, super helpful. Your experience and feedback is super helpful whenever you have information that I can't necessarily get myself. My wife Mary stopped the hair dye a couple of months ago, and it looks awesome, just like yours. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Like, gray hair is totally in, and I think it looks fabulous. Everybody seems to love it on me. I love having it. Like, every time I see it, I'm always like, oh, shiny. So it's fantastic. I think everyone should stop dyeing their hair because natural hair is beautiful. Gina says, I've never been on the Disney Railroad. What is that ride and seating like? It's just like the regular steam train, and it's a big step up, almost like the size of the step to get on a tram. And then I step up on it, and I kind of swing myself around and go in sideways because I can't go forward because most people can't because it's a narrow opening. But then once you sit on it, there's plenty of leg room and stuff, and you can put your feet under the seat in front of you. And it's just a wooden bench. Just slide across it. You can fit, I think you can fit 4 very large adults or 6 average adults. So 4 people my size or 6 average size people. They're pretty wide seats. Sharon says she doesn't understand the donation. What's it for? Super chat is what people are doing, and they're contributing to the channel. And basically anytime anybody wants to donate or contribute to the channel, that money is used towards the channel because I have different expenses when I go on the trips, whether it's gas and food, and I'm also saving the money to put towards my annual pass because I want to upgrade my annual pass so that I can cover the water parks. And eventually, if there's enough subscribers and I place enough advertisement and people contribute enough, I hope to also be able to get tickets to go to Universal Studios and also cover those rides as well. I think that's going to be in about a year. I'm not quite ready for it yet. I have some things I need to get lined up in my life and a few more things I need to learn about being a good vlogger and editing and stuff like that before I can effectively cover both parks. Chris says, I've had no issue at People Mover at 425. So you're 425 and you've gotten through that turnstile without any issues at the People Mover. Let's see. Oh my God. Hey, Paging Mr. Morrow. Is that Veronica or is it Nate or is it both of you? I love it when you guys come visit. Paging Mr. Morrow is another vlogger on YouTube, and it's Nate and Veronica, and they are an amazing, cute, sweet couple. And congratulations to you guys for 10,000 subscribers, or as you say, 10,000 friends, because your subscribers really are your friends. And you guys are they're such a fun couple to watch. They're so great together. Even I watched your live stream today. I was not watching your live stream today while I was at work. No, I wasn't. I was listening to it. I wasn't watching it. I was listening to it because I had my earbuds in while I was working. So yeah, like they're just a fun couple to watch, and they do a lot of fun stuff around Disney. And I don't know. I just go look at their channel and subscribe to them. They're fantastic. Alan says, it's fun as long as they don't force people to squeeze a bunch of people into each row. The train, you mean? Yeah, sometimes when there's a lot of people trying to get on the train because they use the train as transportation to get around the park, and they'll kind of squeeze you in. It can be a little tight. That happened to Nate and Veronica today. Becca says, thank you so much for the response to my Mako email. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Becca, I was worried about you. When I didn't hear from you, I'm like, oh, she's going to be mad at me because I played fairy godmother on you big time. And I was like, you are not allowed to feel bad. So Becca wrote me an email, and she was asking me for some encouragement, and I gave her some encouragement, but I was also a little bit stern with her about like not feeling bad and snap out of it and enjoy your vacation. So if you ask for advice, you're going to get it from me, but you're going to get full on fairy godmothered, okay? So just be prepared. Becca was prepared, so thank you. I thought you might be a little upset with me. I'm glad you weren't. Buddy's asking, is that you, Veronica? Is it Veronica or is it Nate or is it both of them? Either way, it's all a good deal. I like them both. All this Disney talk is making me homesick. Me too. I'm gonna be there on Sunday. Oh, you said it's not stalkerish that I stalked you? Matt, you don't mind that I'm stalking you? I'm totally stalking you guys. You better put pictures up on the Facebook group. Alan says I'm going to be at Walt Disney World for my birthday in September, approximately 45 days. Yes, it was a joke. Of course it was a joke. I can't imagine somebody expecting someone to carry them. That's so funny, though. Candace says, keep up the great work. Thank you. People are going to be there Buddy's going to be there September 1st through the 9th. Siobhan says, you know what, Siobhan, you don't have to donate. I love that people do, and I'm super happy that people contribute. Just pass along the joy, the happiness, the love. Share the videos with people. Share them in your social media. Share them with people who know will enjoy them and get something out of it. Spread it around. Spread around the love. And even if you don't want to share the videos, like the inspiration and stuff that you feel from them, share that with people. That's what matters. That's what really matters. That's what I want. Yes, 10,000 friends, buddy. 10,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Hi from Tennessee. Michelle? Michelle, I love the way you spell your name. Heather says, I literally watch your videos and paging Mr. Morrow's videos at work all day preparing for a Disney trip. Well, that's the way to do it. Oh yeah, is Nate okay? I'm sorry I didn't ask. I just assumed he's like Iron Man or something. Nate fell down today. Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow was like doing some live casting and actually like tripped and fell down some stairs. He skinned his knee pretty bad. I hope he's doing okay. I wanted him, Veronica's a nurse, man. You were like, he's fine. And I'm like, but take him to first aid. Yeah, Sarah, you gotta go check them out. They're super fun to watch. And Sooner Girl is at Walt Disney World in 12 days. That's amazing. I'm excited to go to Disney every time I go. And I know this sounds completely stupid. I've been over 500 times since 1971. But every time I drive underneath that big archway welcoming you to Disney World, man, I get like little butterflies in my stomach every single time. You think I'd be sick of it, but I'm not. And Sunday, just as a reminder for you guys, Sunday, Mark and I are going to the annual pass holder after hours event. And I think we're going to get there like around 8-ish or so. And Matt's asking, has anyone done the Aerophile hot air balloon ride at Disney Springs? We're hoping to do it on our last morning there. I've not done it, but it looks like it's super fun. Mark's terrified of heights, so he won't go on it with me. Have you done the hard ticket parties, Pammie? Oh no, I haven't done any of the parties because I be po. All my money goes into buying my annual pass and making all these trips, so I haven't done any parties, but maybe someday I will. But I am going to the after hours pass holder event on Sunday. I'm super excited about that. On Tuesday, just as a reminder, I'm going to be doing a live cast at 1 p.m. Eastern Time from Inside Magic Kingdom at the Teacups as a celebration for the 1-year anniversary of Pammie Plus Parks. The first video I posted, the first ride video I posted was for the Teacups. And so I'm going to celebrate by being there and live casting. And if anyone happens to be in the parks, which I can't imagine you would want to even take time out from your vacation to do this, but if you did, it would be awesome. Come by, say hi, we'll do the ride, and then I'll let you get back to your vacation and having fun. Otherwise, just watch it on, I'm not sure if I'm going to I might do one on Facebook and then come and do it on YouTube also. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I might ride it twice. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, so I will be at Magic Kingdom from like about 9 o'clock in the morning till about 3 p.m. on Tuesday. And then after that, I definitely have booked for September 7th, the early morning Toy Story Land event for pass holders. I'll be there in Hollywood Studios and possibly in Epcot, somewhere between, I'll be there from like 6 in the morning till like 2 in the afternoon. I'll just keep you guys posted while I'm there. And then I'm planning, kind of haphazardly sort of planning to do Animal Kingdom sometime late in August to hit up Cali River Rapids, which is the last ride at Disney that I have not been on. It is the only ride now that I have not been on just because I hate getting wet. Let's see. Driving property. Oh, let's see. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations on the first year. Matt, you guys are going to the Not So Scary Halloween while you're there. Oh my gosh. I would be so excited to go to that because you get to wear a costume and you can trick or treat. I'm sorry. It's like the best thing ever. I totally want to do it. And I also want to see the Hocus Pocus show. The stage show looks amazing. I want to do it. I also want those Funko Pops that are coming out too for the Hocus Pocus. I want to see those. Sharon says Greg and her are good for another 20 years after our last Florida residence park hop 500 times. Sharon, man, I grew up in the park. You know that. You know I've been to Disney a lot. I am the Disney expert. Self-proclaimed, but yeah, like I'm never going to get tired of that. You want to go with me, Sharon? You want to go to the parks with me? Sharon's a good friend of mine. I should mention that Sharon and I are actually sorority sisters from college. So I'm not going to invite all of you to come to the parks with me all the time. But Sharon's my friend, so I will invite her to go with me. Although I don't think you'll want to. You'll probably be bored watching me vlog and stuff like that. Maybe if I put the camera away, you'll come with me. Yes, I will try to stay safe because it is super hot. Let's see. But that was before your tips. It might be different if we go again. Yeah, like if you went with me, it would be a whole new world. Yeah, whole completely different thing when you go with me because I have it like I have it down pat. Like it's ridiculous. I have actually done this. Mark and I have like this thing where we do this contest each year where we go by ourselves to like Magic Kingdom or something. We try to see who can go on as many rides as possible before 12 o'clock. And I think I did like 10 or 11 and Mark's done like 13. So he always beats me at that. But I can tell you that I have gone to Magic Kingdom when it opened at 9 a.m. and by 2 p.m. I had had lunch, I had gone shopping, I had done some resting, and I did 14 rides. So yeah, and I wasn't racing or running or anything like that. It's just like you have to know which way to go and how to place your fast passes. And it's pretty simple. You know, you can't be picky about what rides you go on. You just go on anything that's available in between your fast passes and you just go with the flow. And the more you relax and are laid back and go with the flow, the more stuff you get done. If you're trying to run back and forth across the park and crisscross, it never works out. So yeah, I have my little tips and tricks and maybe I'll have to take you sometime, Sharon. Well, listen guys, it's almost, gosh, we've been on for almost an hour. And I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm super excited for the 1 year anniversary of Pammie Plus Parks on YouTube. I'm super excited that we have gone over 600 members of the Pammie Plus Parks Facebook group. And I can't wait for all the cool stuff I'm going to share with you for the 1 year anniversary of the channel. Like I said, I'm going to be live casting from inside the parks. But I'm also going to put up a video that you guys requested in the group where I'm going to talk about all of my whole Disney story of like how I became a Disney fanatic and what inspired me to start the channel and like hopes and dreams and stuff like that for the channel. If you guys, when this is over, I would love it if you guys would put in the comments like any questions or things you want me to answer about my personal Disney experience, maybe my personal Disney faves, stuff about Mark and I and Disney, any questions for Mark for Disney, stuff like that. Put that in the comments and then I'll address that in the video and I'll answer those questions for you to make the video even more fun and personalized. Michelle's going on August 20th to 25th and watching the videos eased her mind about fitting except for Flight of Passage. Well, 80% of the people who try it can ride, so the odds are in your favor. Luckily, someone commented and gave her waist measurement, which helped a lot. That's fantastic. Good night, Sheena. Good night, Matt. Good night, Caleb. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Have a magical night, and I will see you real soon.